Well, our next guest this morning is ICTV commentator Grigoryj German. Grigory, pleasure to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Well, a big, significant day for the people of Ukraine today. People in the U.S. are still sleeping, but when they do wake up, we're expecting some very significant news coming out of Washington. Now, tell me, what's the mood in Ukraine right now? Is it nervousness, excitement? What's the feeling there right now?
Well, we're not nervous because it's a half a year. And half a year from the moment that we had to receive this help from the United States, but in this half a year, in this 6 months, we was excited, and then we was depressed, and for now we are doing our best. We are fighting, and of course we're waiting for this decision, and that's it. We look, yeah, of course. We're waiting for it, and we have a good mood for this decision. Yeah, today, because we believe that we see the Trump statement, we see the Johnson statement, we see the Biden statement, and of course, I believe that now we have the point of singularity in American political world, singularity between Ukraine. Even Johnson said, even Trump said that Ukraine important for United States, and of course, it's very good to hear this and see this.
It certainly is. So, expecting the worst, but hoping for the best. Would that be accurate?
Yeah.
It's always important, yeah. And like you said, even CIA Director William Burns made a very strong statement to lawmakers in the U.S. saying that this is an existential moment for Ukraine.
Yeah. Well, but Burns' statement and Sullivan's statement is very important. But for me, and for Ukrainians, most important the part of the bills that had to be voted today in the Congress, that they have to make the plan for victory, Ukrainian victory against Russia's invasion forces. Yeah, this is for us the most important. Not we stand with Ukraine as much as possible, as much as need. We need the plan of the victory of Ukraine against occupied Russian invasion forces. That's the most important, and that's very interesting. What's the plan?
Yeah, exactly. And what is the plan? Because as you said, so far, at least for the last couple months, it's been all talk and almost zero action. Mr. Zelensky, recently, I saw his most recent statement. He's looking more and more desperate. Now, there was that meeting, the NATO Ukraine Council that took place yesterday. But no announcements, really. They said that announcements will come in the near future. I assume they're just waiting for the results of today's vote in the U.S. I imagine that's what it is.
I believe so, because this is in this year. This is very important. We see the strong movements that Europe made. We see the shells of manufacturing in Europe is growing, but for now, in 2024, American help is a very vital, important for Ukraine and for the Europe too. Because of this, yes, there is no statement, and as soon as possible we see it and we hear it, and we believe, but not in this year, maybe in the next year, we hear the most important statement in the history of Ukraine, in the history of United Europe. Yeah, and in the most important statement in the NATO history, that Ukraine will be a member of the NATO, and that's the point. That's the point of singularity that we want to be.
Well, certainly, and that would be an amazing moment for us here as well on the eastern flank, because as we always, we never fail to remind people that Ukraine is holding the line. If Ukraine falls, the line comes right here. So it's just as important for us that you're doing the job for all of us here just a bit further west.
And just remember, for you too, not for you personally, but for Polish people, that not only frontline come to you, because we see on the occupied territories that the people from occupied territories recruiting for occupied army. And this is vitally important to understand for Europe, that not only Russians, they with the arms, with force, they recruiting Ukrainians for this army, for occupied army. And this is very important to understand this danger.
So they're gonna send the Ukrainians in the occupied territories to the meat grinder. But that's going to be
Of course. So Putin don't have only the territory. The Putin, I don't want to say it, but if Putin win this war, he will receive not only territories. He will take a people of Ukraine, the people that that know how to fight, the people that have a great history of fights. You don't want this. Yeah, of course, I'm gonna die, and my family will go in there. But a lot of people, they recruit to the army, to the occupied army, and this people is a very danger for Ukraine. It's a big danger.
Oh my God! All right. Let's take a look at what's happening on the front lines. Interesting story. Tupolev 22 bomber was shot down by Ukraine, and the Russians, of course, saying that no, that it was a mechanical error, etc. But this was a big win for the Ukrainians, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course, because this type of the bomber sent to Ukrainian territories very big rockets, Ha-22 or Ha-42, 32, and this is not actually guided rockets. It's guided rockets, but they have a very big circle of pointing. Yeah, and as you see, they hit the big house. The big house, because they are pointing at the biggest object in their sight scene. This rockets. It was built to destroy the aircraft carriers. So they find in the ocean, they find the biggest object in their sight scene. And as you see, they shells and they send these rockets to Ukrainian cities. So, of course, because of this, it's a very big luck, and it's a very big it's a big mastership from the Ukrainian anti-aircraft forces.
All right, so let's end with that wonderful news, and obviously we're waiting very impatiently for what happens in Washington later today. Grigory, always a pleasure speaking with you. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Grigory.
In my foot too,
And your feet. All right, always a pleasure. Take care, Gregory. Have a good day.
Take care, man. Have a good day. Thank you.